Welcome back to the channel where we explore, learn, and theorize about the Marvel Universe. Today I'll be talking about some really interesting Spider-Man 3 news, Armor Wars starting filming, and a possible Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings trailer at the Super Bowl. If you're new to the channel, or even if you've been watching for a while, make sure you subscribe because more than 96% of you guys aren't subscribed. And if you think you're subbed, double check because apparently there's a glitch where people are getting unsubscribed from certain channels. And remember that a subscription is free for you, but it really helps the channel a lot. And you can always unsub later if you want. Now let's get started. Yesterday, Tom Holland was interviewed by Variety, where he talked about how Spider-Man 3 was the most ambitious standalone superhero movie ever made. And given all the rumors and reports of characters like Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus, Jamie Foxx's Electro, and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, it's obvious that this will be the biggest standalone superhero movie ever, and will be close to the scale of an Avengers movie. Moving on, while we haven't gotten any trailers from Sony for Spider-Man 3 or Venom 2, the Instagram account SpideyNo.1Fan, which Sony is in charge of, has been posting images with hidden Easter eggs hinting at things we could see in the movie. For example, they recently posted a picture of Ned Leeds and Betty Brant, but the hat that was drawn on Ned's head looks a lot like the Hobgoblin hood. They also posted pictures teasing Daredevil, Nelson and Murdoch, Venom and Carnage, Morbius, and the Baxter Building. But they've now posted another picture which not only connects to WandaVision, but could also once again hint at the introduction of the Fantastic Four and the return of Iron Man. The picture says, "Conspiracies, conspiracies, conspiracies. People around the world are going crazy with conspiracies. The blip was fake, the government has an Area 52 in New Jersey, Tony Stark was spotted in Costa Rica." And the bottom of the post says, "Put an end to all this super chaos going on, find these darn astronauts." And when it says the government has an Area 52 in New Jersey, it's most likely referencing Westview and WandaVision. But then it says, "Find those darn astronauts." And if you remember when Hayward was talking with Monica in episode 4 of WandaVision, she asked about the space program, and he says that he lost half of his personnel in the blip, which led many people to believe that the Fantastic Four were lost in space, and now the Daily Bugle is saying to find those astronauts. Not to mention that John Watts, the director of the MCU Spider-Man movies, will move on to direct the Fantastic Four after Spider-Man 3. However, according to WandaVision's creator Jay Schaefer, there are no plans to bring in the Fantastic Four to the series, and the mentions of cosmic microwave background radiation and astronauts were just coincidences. However, even if this is currently just a coincidence, it doesn't mean that it couldn't be adapted for the Fantastic Four movie, and the lost astronauts somehow end up in the negative zone, where we see them in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania while exploring the quantum realm. The last interesting thing is how the article says that Tony Stark was supposedly spotted in Costa Rica. Now this could just mean that someone saw an Iron Man suit, thought it was Tony, and that'll lead into Armor Wars. But because they said Tony Stark and not Iron Man, it's leading me to believe that we could see Robert Downey Jr. return sometime soon. And while they won't copy Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it could be something similar to Phil Coulson in Tahiti, but instead of Tony going insane, we could see him turn evil like the superior Iron Man. And lastly, it's been revealed that Spider-Man 3 will film until late March. We already know that the film will take place right after Far From Home, and that we'll see the Spider-Verse, but now they're going to the desert as well. According to a casting call in Atlanta, it says that they're going to the desert, and they're casting males and females ages 18 to 60 to portray tourists visiting the desert. Moving on, when interviewed about Armor Wars by Entertainment Tonight, Don Cheadle said it's gonna be dope. We're really gonna have a chance to explore a lot of stuff about James Rhodes. I mean, you look at what we've done so far, there's a lot left to be explored. So I think there's a lot of real estate that we're gonna dig into. We're gonna start filming in a couple months and we'll see. And this once again confirms that we won't have to wait too long after She-Hulk and Moon Knight to watch Armor Wars, which is great given the connection it'll have to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and possibly even Spider-Man 3. And lastly, Assad A, as Disney's president of marketing, posted this picture of Shang-Chi. And while it might not mean anything, given the timing it could mean that we'll get our first look at the movie at the Super Bowl, or shortly after. And this is actually great news because according to Daniel Rickman, it's rumored that Marvel could be looking at delaying Black Widow to Shang-Chi's day in July, and moving Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings to Chinese New Year in February 2022. This way it wouldn't affect any other Phase 4 movies. But given that we could get the trailer at the Super Bowl, I highly doubt we'll get any more delays. But let me know what you guys think about all this. How do you think we'll see the Fantastic Four, and would you like to see Iron Man return? Are you excited for Armor Wars, and do you think we'll get a Shang-Chi trailer at the Super Bowl? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.